Welcome to a story that grips the heart from the very first moment, a true-to-life style narrative that blends dignity, conflict, loyalty, and the unexpected power of family bonds in modern society. Imagine an 81-year-old veteran standing quietly in a public place, carrying decades of service, discipline, and sacrifice in his posture, when a sudden act of disrespect shatters the calm. A slap lands across his face, witnessed by strangers who hesitate between shock and silence.
Hold on, we're almost through
What
this.
follows is not a simple confrontation, but a chain of events that reveals character, values, and the surprising reach of brotherhood in a world that often forgets its elders.
Hold on, we're
This
almost
video
through this.
explores the full arc of that day, not as a rumor or a fantasy, but as a cinematic examination of how respect is earned, lost, and sometimes fiercely defended. The veteran at the center of the story is not introduced as a hero with medals on display. He is introduced as a man who has lived long enough to understand restraint. His years include military service during a turbulent era, long nights of duty, and the quiet return to civilian life where applause fades and routine takes over. At 81, his battles are mostly internal, managing health, memory, and the desire to remain independent in a fast-moving society. The incident begins with a minor disagreement, the kind that happens every day. A crowded environment, impatience in the air, words exchanged too sharply. The younger man involved fails to recognize the weight of history standing in front of him. In a moment of poor judgment, anger overrules empathy, and the slap happens. It is not only an assault on an individual, but an insult to a generation that carried burdens many never see. The veteran does not fall. He does not shout. He absorbs the moment with stunned silence, a reaction shaped by years of discipline. Bystanders record on phones, others look away, and a few step forward to help. The immediate aftermath is filled with confusion and regret that comes too late. Authorities are called, statements are taken, and the scene disperses.
We're almost through this.
Yet the emotional impact lingers. News spreads quickly in a digital age, and within hours the story reaches someone who has a very different kind of reputation, the veteran's son. The son is a middle-aged man shaped by a life very different from his father. Where the father chose structured service, the son found belonging on the open road. He is connected to the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, an organization known worldwide for its tight brotherhood, strict codes, and unmistakable presence. This video does not glorify or condemn, but examines the reality of how such groups operate as families of choice for those who join them. Loyalty is not a slogan for them, it is a rule enforced by action. When the son learns what happened, the response is not instant violence. It is calculated concern. He checks on his father first, ensuring medical attention, offering comfort, and listening. This moment is critical, because it shows that beneath leather and chrome is a son who understands respect in his own way. The father does not ask for revenge. He asks for dignity. He wants the truth acknowledged and an apology that carries weight. The arrival of the Hells Angels later in the story is the moment everyone talks about, but few truly understand. They do not arrive as a mob. They arrive as a visible symbol of solidarity. Motorcycles line the street, engines quiet, riders standing calmly. Their presence changes the atmosphere instantly. People pay attention, conversations lower. The message is clear without a word being spoken.
Hold on, we're almost
This
through
is what reputation does. It fills space before action ever occurs. The video carefully reviews this moment, breaking down why perception matters. The specs and features of such a presence are not mechanical, but psychological. Numbers, coordination, discipline, and unity. Each rider represents a commitment to the group and to the values they defend, especially loyalty to family. There is no chaos. There is no threat made aloud. Instead there is a meeting, a conversation, and an opportunity for accountability. The younger man who delivered the slap now faces a different reality. Not fear alone, but the weight of understanding consequences. He sees the veteran again, this time surrounded by support that commands respect. The apology that follows is public and sincere. It is not forced by fists, but by the realization that actions echo far beyond a single moment. This is an important feature of the story. Power does not always mean violence. Sometimes power is simply being impossible to ignore. The veteran speaks briefly. His words are calm and measured. He talks about respect, about how disagreements should never erase humanity, and about how age does not remove dignity. The crowd